Alright, well, here's my latest project. It's 46 Chevy pickup I just picked up, so to speak. At one point in time they had a small block Chevy in it, I guess. You can see the under the hood, they got the old motor mounts, and someone put a nice cross member in there for the transmission. They did a really good job, you can tell. Originally, I've already restored one of these completely to original, and if you look on the website I put in the description, you'll see it in there, and plus a bunch of other cars and stuff that me and some of my friends have built over the years. This particular truck, I was thinking about putting it back to original, but you know, when I built the other one, it was kind of boring, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just can't drive, 50 mile an hour everywhere I go. It looked great and got a lot of compliments, but the reality is I want something I can hit 70 down the freeway and zip around town and whatnot, and I'll probably finish it and end up selling it too, just like I do everything else. I get a lot more pleasure out of building them than I do owning them. I got a 454 sitting out back and Camaro clip, or I can put the front clip out of that car over there, which was a 70 Cobra Torino, 429 no less. At a little prick in a Mitsubishi Eclipse ran into us and totaled us here before Christmas. You can kind of see some of the damage done to this, and I've had it underneath this thing until all the insurance got through, but I mean, sucks being totaled by a rice burner, but that's what happens. Anyways, he had the coffee can exhaust and everything. Anyways, back to this. So if you follow my videos, I'm going to post several of them up as we tear it down and build it up, and I'll show you how to build a nice truck with a little bit of money, and how to graft in front end, and how to put it all together to make it a gnarly little machine. I mean, there's obvious things that you're going to have to spend money on, bezels and doodads and whatnots, but it doesn't mean you have to break the bank to do so to have a righteous little ride. And I thought about putting that 429 in there, but I just can't put it in there because, well, it's a Ford, and that needs to go into my Ford, which is right there. And that's a 64 Falcon convertible, original AC car. It's got a 6-cylinder in it now, but the transmission's going bad in it, so that's my keeper. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put that 429 in there just for fun, because it'll be a weekend warrior type thing. And then of course my Hemi Magnum, that's my toy. Anyways, back to this. If you follow along my videos, I'll show you what I've done and how it's gone and everything. I should post probably 1 or 2 videos a week, because once I get started on these things, it goes pretty fast. And I'll strip it all the way down to the frame and build it all the way back up, and you get to see how I do all of it. And another thing, I think it's got a 9-inch underneath it. It could be something else. I am not a professional when it comes to rear axles. That's the one thing that I can't just identify by looking at. I have to look at part numbers and whatnot. So if anybody knows what axle that is, let me know. It's got a solid, doesn't have a removable cover on the back, and the fronts, I hope you can see that. I think there's 14 bolts up front. Well, for all I know, it could be an Oldsmobile. I didn't build it, so I don't know what's under there. But I will before this is all said and done. And if anybody knows right off the top of their head what that is, just send me a message. I'd love to know what's underneath this truck right now. Let's see what else about it. Let me give you a little bit of an interior look. Still got the tank in the original spot. Pretty plain Jane and simple. I mean, there's that cross members all cut up. You can see the battery box is toast. But I've got the floor pan right over there, and an extra fender, running board, and some various other doodads and whatnot. So keep watching my videos. Subscribe to them, and you'll get to see how this is all put together and done. And as far as rust goes, there's a little bit along the base of the door. I'll reskin that or replace it. I don't know. Both sides are the same. Of course, the grill's kind of a mess. Don't know if I'm going to straighten that out and get it re-chromed or just replace it. Replacements are cheap, but they're also not as tough. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. The last one I replaced it. But you can see here, it's got a little bit of rust there. The rest of it's pretty damn solid. Not much Bondo, a couple spots like down in here. I'll get all that out of there and hammer it back flat like it's, do it right. And I don't know what the deal is with this tailgate, but it's it's pretty thick steel tailgate there. It's bolted in there. I don't know if they did that for weight because it's heavy as hell, or what was going on there. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just smooth that in and make this a totally custom truck or something. I don't know. But anyways, you'll see how it goes as it goes. And I can only guarantee one thing: when it's all said and done, it'll be one righteous little pickup, and it'll probably end up being up for sale too. So you'll get to see how this truck's built if you end up buying it. Alright, take her easy.